It's Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets.
She uttered her voice in the streets. Now that doesn't mean you can't do something, sit down or a lesson at home. But tell me why. Tell me why you wouldn't go out and do that lesson. Because the elect might be walking right in front of you that one day.
But we had the perfect example. The Lord did that.
That's right.
He was out there teaching. Albeit it was a different time, but ain't we supposed to use him as an example? He was all over teaching.
He was also in the temples too.
It says he was in the temples.
He was in the temples too. Now, if that's what the argument you want to make, then do your thing, man. Do your thing then. Don't get on us, man. We pushing. We want brothers to be out on the streets, man. That's the standard that our elders set. We believe that the Most High is dealing with our elders through Yahweh Shai, and that's great advice. So we gonna take that advice. That's how we was taught, man. So if you want to make this doctrine that you don't have to go out, do your thing, man. We gonna be out here on these streets, Lord willing.
Yeah, we're gonna take the straight gate. We're gonna take the straight gate. You guys want to coast? Go ahead and coast, man. And we're gonna continue to curse people out too. And that's also a part of the heritage, man. We're gonna get on these other groups. We're gonna get on 2/3 of the nation of Israel. We're gonna talk about Esau continuously. Continuously.
When has the Bible ever changed?
You know, we're gonna continuously talk about people. When it talks about let them alone, it don't say you can't talk about them.
Right.
When it was let them alone mean you can't talk about them. No, we're gonna talk about Nate. We're gonna talk about Ash UPK. We're gonna talk about Bubba Lies. We're gonna talk about Michael Jordan. We're gonna talk about we're gonna kind of talk about Upstate Edomite, and we're gonna talk shit about unique troll. The third, but we really don't give a fuck about y'all. All right, cause y'all some nobodies, man. Alright? But anyway, we're going to continuously go in on everybody, man.
That's right.
And we're going to continue to speak prophecy. Okay?
So you, let's say, okay, you won the argument on the comment board. Okay, now where are your breakdowns? Where's your truth for the people?
That's right.
So okay, GMS is out of the picture. So what do you do now?
Yeah, you gonna step up?
What do you do now? All you got is a page full of GMS is wrong videos.
Old hurt woman.
That's all you got. Where's your truth? Where's your info for the people? Where's your breakdowns? That's where you go to GMS for. You go for that good fruit, for that good food. You go to them other people for just a good time, a laugh here and there. But most of the time you end up getting mad and start writing down scriptures and do your own little lesson. If you spiritual, the Lord do. That's right. And you niggas try to act like the Jew of all Jews. Like you just top Jew.
That dude.
Like your garment can't be touched. Like when you brought out that scripture, that was the first time in the whole nation of Israel that Jeremiah 4:22 came out. When you brought it out. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 4:1. Let a man so account of us as of the ministers of Yahweh Shai.
And you can tell who the ministers of Yahweh Shai are by the work. You got all the lessons out there. All the lessons out there. Go ahead.
And stewards of the mysteries of the Most High.
You got the name, you got it all. None of it is hidden. You got it all. Ain't nobody telling you the name don't matter. Nobody's telling you that you can call them whatever you want to call them.
Just because you speak in a different language.
Just because you speaking in a different language.
Retarded, ridiculous argument ever. I mean, why? I mean, it's just basic common. We're saying this in the car, just amongst us. If a brother goes to another country, they speak a different language, they're gonna say his name. All right, it's not gonna be some weird funky ass Arabic translation of my government name. They're gonna call me by my name.
That's right.
And then you clowns, speaking of name, you got Hebrew names.
And that's the most retarded.
That is the most disrespectful,
hypocritical,
retarded name. You got Hebrew names, but the name of the Lord in which we're gonna receive salvation don't matter.
You can't get that name.
Or you give him Yo Play Yogurt or some shit.
But your name is Yo Play Yogurt. How about that?
Yeah, we're gonna call you Yo Play.
Your name name is Yo
Yo Play 7.
Yeah.
Complete software.
Yeah, or he's one of them. Remember the yogurt from Burger King with the bacon in it? That's you. Whatever that's called, that's you. Straight leather. Go ahead.
Let a man so count of us as if the ministers of Yahweh Shai
That's right.
and stewards of the mysteries of the Most High.
And this where do you go to get the mysteries? Where do you go to get the understanding? If you on YouTube, on Daily Motion, where do you go? Go ahead.
Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful.
Be found faithful. So, but you out here saying these faith-based Israelites as if it's a bad thing. As if we doing something wrong. For having faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Right? Read that one more time.
1 Corinthians 4 and 2. Moreover, it is required in stewards.
It's required. It is required to have faith. Go ahead.
It's a keeper of the house. A steward is a manager that keeps the business going.
Yep.
The business of what? The business of the preaching of the gospel of Yahushua. All right? The vocation of and the ministry of the truth. It is a requirement that a manager of the word, a keeper of the house, have faith.
Have faith. Go back to Proverbs. Read that one more time. It is required for you to have faith. That's what the scripture said. That's what Paul said. But you telling us, don't worry about faith. Keep the law. But every time we bring out a law, you saying there's something wrong with it. We coming straight out of the book. You act like we made it up. And every time y'all say it, the age gets lower and lower.
Yeah. Now it's 7, 6.
Hey,
Come on.
GMS talking about you can sleep with a 7-year-old girl.
Right, come on. Ain't nobody said that.
Seven is complete.
Yeah, but that shows more cowardice on your part. Instead of going through the scripture and you thoroughly breaking it down to disprove what the scriptures say and show what you wanted to say, you misrepresent what we teach.
Right.
You won't even fairly represent what we teach.
That's completely slander.
You just make it a slander. You know we ain't said that. You understand exactly what we mean.
You know we ain't doing
that. When we reading that in Deuteronomy.
And you understand exactly why the elders brought it out. You understand why they brought it out. Because you was on this same shit that you on now. You the Jew of all Jews. You the one that can levitate in the temple, but nobody else can. You the Hebrew of all Hebrews.
Right.
He has private interpretation.
We gotta run what we have through you, through headquarters.
But y'all don't go through the scriptures, but get mad when the elders break down the scriptures correctly.
Right.
Get that. Now, oh, you got a precept? Go ahead.
I mean, if you wanted to get some.
Go ahead.
Galatians, the 2nd chapter and 16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by faith of Yahushua.
You are not justified by your works. And even if you are, you ain't keeping the law anyway. So you out of there. Start wrapping them garments up, selling them TVs, selling those cameras. Because we can see watching videos y'all ain't keeping the law. And then out of your own mouth, you said faith don't matter. Go ahead.
Right. Even we have believed in Yahushua that we might be justified by the faith of Christ and not by the works of the law.
That's right. We believed on Yahushua, and that belief is what pushes us to keep the law the best that we can. That's what pushes us to keep the law.
Right. That's why it says when you come into this thing, you're no longer under the law, because through the Spirit you do the things naturally that you're supposed to do. So you don't have to go back to the schoolmaster and say, I'm not gonna sleep with this man's woman.
That's right.
All right? It's in you, man. All right? Let me finish this up. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. But if we seek to be justified by Christ, you got some brothers who will say they don't have to don't do anything, or don't do things to the best of their ability, man. All right? We ourselves are found sinners. Is therefore Christ the minister of sin? God forbid.
God forbid. Of course not. Because Yahushua himself said that the law is not done away with.
That's right.
So
somebody want to get there, they can. Matthew 5 and 17. Anybody? Go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 2 verse 51. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time.
That's right. What works they did. The faith that they had. All that needs to be called to remembrance in this time. So that you have that same unction that they had. So that you have that same spirit that they had. Because it's the same people, the same thing all over again. Is this not Egypt? Is this not Babylon? Are you not a slave building pyramids right now?
So shall you receive great honor and an everlasting name.
That's right.
Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation?
That's right.
And it was imputed unto him for righteousness?
He did what he had to do. Through his faith, he kept the law. Through his faith, he did the works that he was supposed to do. Go ahead. You got Matthew.
Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt. Phineas, our father, being in zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood.
That's right. Through faith. Through faith. All these things happen. Through faith, the Lord stayed with these men. Through faith. Because without faith, the Lord wouldn't have dealt with them. Go ahead. What's the point here?
Yahweh Shai, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel.
That's right.
Fulfilling. He said fulfilling. That's why the Lord came back to fulfill the law. Because we couldn't keep the law. So that's why we were getting destroyed left and right.
And not that we couldn't keep it, but because Jake was abusing the law.
That's right.
Jake was doing wickedness and going to the temple to buy doves and whatnot just to cover their sin. With full intent the next day to go do the same thing. But because the Jew of all Jews is selling doves in the temple, we all good. We're all covered. That's all done away with. Through Yahweh Shai. Through his sacrifice.
That's right.
Whatever one you want to go with first.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets.
That's right. Think not that I've come to destroy the law. The law's not done away with. It's not done away with. And we don't teach that. Like I was saying earlier, we teach the law. We teach it so much that you hate us.
Yeah, that's true.
That you hate us because we teach the law. Go ahead.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
That's right.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise.
Has heaven and earth passed? No, obviously not. So the law is still here. The law is still in effect. The law is for your salvation, for your health. The dietary law is for your health. That's for your benefit. Go ahead.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
Yeah. Read through 19.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
And that's not what we do. We don't teach to not keep the law. Don't try to say, like, I remember they was going up, it would be GMS camps up against IUIC. And they kept making as though we don't keep the law. We do keep the law. The best that we can. Ain't nobody. Go ahead. What is this?
You can't keep the law perfect. I mean, for you to think that we can keep Judges 5 and 11. For you to think that we can keep all the laws to the best perfectly in this society means you're a complete asshole. I mean, why? Are you going to celebrate the Passover perfectly here in Babylon? The lamb's going to be messed up.
Are you not going to go to work on the Sabbath?
Are you not going to go to work? Yeah, and which the Sabbath doesn't always land on the same day.
That's right.
All right?
But you
wait, one more thing.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm wearing a shirt right now. It's probably mixed fabric. Now, I can't walk around here ass naked. I got to wear clothes. That's another law, breaking the law. We can't keep it perfectly. Now, am I doing it intentionally? No. But Lord willing, I'll be